from the tough tracks to the remote tracks, from our campsites to the workshops. Come along and check out great off-road adventures. Your next episode is just seconds away. Welcome back all our returning subscribers, and hello to all our new viewers. What you are watching is our third episode from our trip out into the Goldfields and outback region of Western Australia. In the second episode we came from Mount Elvey down past Jackson Soak and on towards the Helena and Aurora Ranges through this Salt Lake country. We had an absolutely amazing camp out on the edge of one of the salt lakes, blessed with a stunning sunset and beautiful views. Well, what can you expect in episode 3? Well, you'll catch up with us as we leave Kurrajong Rockhole and make our way finally down to the Helena and Aurora Ranges. From there we set up our campsite before heading up to the top of the ranges and checking out the stunning view from the top. And again, had a lovely night at camp, blessed with a beautiful sunset. So let's get into it. Well, we've made it to the Helena Aurora Ranges. It's come into the camping area and we've set up camp. So we're just going to leave the trailers here. It's now 3:30, so we'll take the quick drive up to the top of the ranges, which, well, not sure if you can see them behind me very well given the trees. But yeah, we'll take a quick drive up to the ranges, suss them out. There's a magic view from the top. We have been there before and I have showed you it before, but it's quite a few years ago. So we'll revisit it seeing as we're here. And then we'll come back down to camp this evening, get a campfire going and enjoy our last night out under the stars. So yeah, let's get to it. The ridge track, which takes you from the bottom of the Helena Aurora Ranges up to the top, is a really stunning and scenic drive, and I really recommend that you take the time to do it if you come all the way out here. Now it starts off, the lower half, sort of bottom 2/3, is quite simple and quite easy track to follow. The hardest thing about it is just looking out for these water washouts as they cut across the track. As you progress further up the track though, it does get a little bit steeper and a little bit more challenging. Now I wouldn't say that the track is difficult, I'd say it's fairly simple, with some sections being a little bit more technical than others, but certainly nothing hardcore. If you've got a stock four-wheel drive or a lightly modified four-wheel drive, you'll find that with careful driving you'll make it all the way to the top and back down again without any issues. How's this?
Beautiful.
Don't fall off the edge.
Really?
Well, they've done a bit of maintenance on the track up to the top of Helena Aurora Ranges, so it's actually quite simple and it'd be achievable by a stock car. Especially bearing in mind that Mum and Dad's Amarok pretty much has stock suspension and tyres. So yeah, it's definitely easily achievable. And yeah, I mean, look at the reward. How good's this? So you got the expanse of the greater Western Woodland region out behind us. I think we're going to get some drinks out of the car and sit here and enjoy the view for a bit. Just magic. last time we visited the Helena Aurora Ranges a few years ago, there was actually a few active mining claims in place to try and mine these ranges for the iron ore that they contain. Now, as you can see from the footage, these ranges are a massive geological feature in this area and obviously have a lot of cultural value placed upon them as well. So I'm quite pleased to say now that a national park has been declared over the Helena Aurora Ranges, which prevents any further mining and exploration activity from occurring here, protecting these ranges for travellers like you guys and myself to come back and continue seeing and exploring and enjoying. Having gotten to spend a good chunk of time up the top of the Helena and Aurora Ranges, watching the sun go down and taking in the view, it was time for us to make our way back down the ridge track and on towards camp. Now at the bottom here on the flatland, there's quite a few sections of bull dust, this being one of the bigger ones, and you can see how cool it looks going through it on the super slow-mo. From here, it was time to make our way over to camp, where we got the campfire going, enjoyed a few cold drinks, good company, and our last night out in the Aussie bush. We had another really enjoyable and peaceful night at camp. So all we had to do this morning was pack up the camper trailers and make the short formed gravel road drive from the Helena and Aurora Ranges down to Coolionobbing and out to Southern Cross. From there we had to say goodbye and go our separate ways. So this sadly really is the end of the adventure. But it's not the end of the episode. I'm going to put up a slideshow of all my favourite photos from the trip, and then I have a little message and a few questions I'd like to ask you at the end. If you can leave your answers in the comment section below, it'd be much appreciated. I'll quickly appreciate those of you that hung around are going to watch this next little section. What I want to talk to you about quickly is a couple changes underway with Great Off-Road Adventures. So one of the things I'm wondering whether you've noticed or not is the fact that our videos are slightly shorter. So I've reduced my video duration from about 30 minutes down to about 20 minutes. And by doing that, I'm trying to get more content out there for you guys. So a slightly shorter episode means a little bit less editing time for me, which allows me to then obviously edit more content and get more content out there. So that's the other thing we've done, is instead of releasing our videos on our channel fortnightly, like we've done traditionally for the last few years, I'm now trying to do a bit of a hybrid schedule where I release a block of videos on a weekly schedule, and then I'll take a fortnight's break, and then I'll release a block of videos again in a weekly schedule. So what that will look like is much like you've just watched now, our Goldfields series, which traditionally would have been 2 episodes a fortnight apart, and now been sort of 2.5, 3 episodes every week, released weekly. Then I'll take a fortnight's break. Then I'll come back with perhaps a product review, a tips and tricks video, a how-to guide, something like that, or a block of those videos, which I'll release every week again. Then I'll perhaps take a fortnight off, and then I'll release another trip series again weekly. So what I'm trying to do is put my content into blocks and have a block of content released every week, and then have a fortnight off, and then release a block of content again every week. So what I'm trying to do is get more content out there for you guys to watch, hopefully obviously enjoy, and that sort of thing. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Are you enjoying the change, or are you not enjoying the change? Would you prefer me to go back to longer videos, around a half an hour in length every fortnight, or are you preferring the slightly shorter videos a little bit more often, allowing me more opportunities to get more content and gather more content for you all to watch and enjoy? I'm really interested to see what you think, to see whether you've noticed the change, because we've sort of been running it and trialing it for a little bit, both to see the response in our analytics, but also I want to put the opportunity out there to all of you, all my viewers, my subscribers, the supporters of the channel, to hear your feedback. So simple, just leave us a comment with your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll get through and I'll have a read. And I do want to say a big thank you to all of you that watch my videos, all of you that have subscribed to my channel, all of you that have shared my channel with your friends and family. It's really great, and I look forward to producing more and more content for you and getting it up on the channel for you to watch and enjoy. We haven't really discussed it that much, but we do have our website. It is live. It's at greatoffroad.com.au, and there's a few cool things coming up there. Obviously, routinely I'm trying to get up some blog posts and bits and pieces there for you to read and enjoy. And I'm also probably every week adding a handful of new location tabs on the map and the location area there to assist you guys in getting out and undertaking your own adventures. So if you haven't checked out greatoffroad.com.au, do so and let me know what you think of that as well. That's going to wrap up this series and this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It was a really enjoyable trip going out to the Goldfields with my folks, and there's already been some really positive comments received on the first 2 videos, and some great ideas for some more content moving forwards, especially around some cooking and some involvement from parents and that. So we'll see how we go. I'll chat with them about the idea. You know the deal, everybody. Happy, safe adventures. Stay safe on the tracks and trails. Hopefully one day we'll get to see you out there. If not, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.